Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now some may say that achieving decent frame rates with a graphics card like this is impossible. I say if you don't mind sacrificing your eyes and are okay with a searing migraine, then it isn't completely true. Welcome to the world of 128 by 72 or 72p. By default, Days Gone will run with about 3 frames per second on average at native 720p, but this game actually has a built-in resolution scale slider that goes all the way down to 10%. Let's be clear, I'm in no way recommending that you play games like this. I just thought it was interesting that this title allows for such an extreme tweak. I actually managed to take out a couple of hostile NPCs as well. I could tell that there was an enemy on screen because there were about 12 distinctive pixels that stood out from the other pixels in the background. Fortnite is a more colourful and vibrant game overall, so naturally it looks better than Days Gone at 72p, but getting to this resolution isn't as simple. While the new performance mode should help you avoid making such extreme tweaks, it is possible to turn the scaling down even further just in case the lowest default value of 37% isn't low enough. Going to App Data, Local, Fortnite Game Saved, Config Windows Client Game User Settings and changing the resolution quality figure to 10 will give us this masterpiece. Over 100 frames per second is easily achievable now, and I was even able to wipe out a couple of other players. Imagine being killed by the guy playing at 72p. That person might have had a 3090 running the game at 4K with 240 FPS, and we just wiped them out with a potato. The 710 was up next. The 6450's drivers don't support custom resolutions from within the AMD software, but the Nvidia control panel allows us to create a 256 by 144 display setting, which will be crucial for our 72p adventures around Los Santos. Again, this is unnecessary, but even at 50% of 800 by 600, the lowest default settings I can choose from within the game's menu, there were dips below 30 FPS. Going all out involves heading to Documents, Rockstar Games, GTA 5 and then opening the settings file before changing the screen width and height values to 256 and 144. This would certainly be enough for a smooth-ish experience, but keeping 50% scaling in games gives us this absolute beauty. And although MSI Afterburner had to be disabled because it also scaled to the resolution and was unreadable, I can say that this game feels very smooth almost all of the time. Again, it's more for a laugh at this point. I have a tremendous headache already. The whole city looks like it has been pixelated by an oversensitive sensor. Visible blue skies? That's not suitable for British audiences. Cyberpunk 72p is running with a 110% performance increase over native 720p. That sounds great, but we've gone from 9 frames per second to 19, so yeah, do with that information what you will. I found that squinting your eyes sort of adds a homemade anti-aliasing solution to the image. Now naturally we can only choose 50% of native res from the scaling menu, but this can be adjusted by going to Games, Cyberpunk, R6, Config, Settings, Platform, PC, Options, and then searching for SRS resolution values. Changing the value, default value and min value to 10 will mean that we can choose 10% of 720p in game and therefore experience this title in ways it was never meant to be experienced. The desert and city both offer similar performance, but again the MSI overlay wasn't working here, and it's still far from perfect frame rate wise, but it's much improved. Now should anyone game at 720? Should anyone game at 72p? Probably not, but it is always worth checking out what other options can be unlocked from within game files that are usually hidden away. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to go and put an ice pack on my eyes now. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a little bit different, but I've always found this sort of thing quite amusing, and I hope you did too. If you like this one, leave a like on it down below, leave a dislike if you didn't, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hopefully I'll see all of you in the next one.